Well, as you know, since that second group text incident, me and Robby have not spoken. I know I tried my best to reach out to him last week on Thursday and Friday. I told him on Thursday to call me, and just for a few minutes, and then he never got back to me. Friday, I told him, hey man, I just wanted to let him know I was sorry for what I did. And basically, just kind of give a short explanation as to why I felt that way and all that, right? And what led to that group text incident, right? And it's just it sucks that he even ignored me as well. Look, man, I know he missed out on the gathering. I would have loved to see both him and Julio there, but I know what Julio had to go through, so it is what it is. And but as of right now, like since that's been passed, like I'm just gonna give him as much space as he needs, right? But I'm not gonna sit here and just really think that our friendship is over. It's not. I mean, I know we had just reconnected on the phone with just telling that I was getting the help that I need. I know I told everyone else the same thing, and I know that what transpired on the last couple of Fridays, I get all that, and shock to everyone, but fortunately everyone was able to forgive me. We're all good, even Dewey and Julio, right? But Robby's the only one I haven't gotten to, and it's just I'm just hoping that this wasn't going to be the official end of our friendship. I don't want it to happen. I don't think it will. I doubt it. I know his birthday's coming up in a couple of weeks. So, I like, look, again, I'm going to give him as much space as I could, because I know that he's probably still upset, right? So, I mean, look, I know eventually he'll be over it, right? And let's just see what happens when his birthday arrives, which will be not until a couple of weeks. So, I'm just like, yeah, man. It's just sad to see this happen again after just what happened last year, where he had two incidents. One that he really got upset at the end of May, and then obviously the first group text incident. So I don't know, dude. Like I've known him since junior high. I don't want it to get this far out, like to where our friendship is gonna end. I really doubt it, dude. I know he's married, and I know that at this point, like, he's got so much to deal with, right? But in the end, I know he'll definitely come around. So I'm just remaining hopeful. I mean, not that I'm like super confident, but I am remaining hopeful about our friendship still being there, right? So yeah, dude. It's just I just think right now it's just like after the second group text incident, I know it's just so unexpected, and unfortunately everyone reacted how they reacted, right? And it's just that led Robby to say he wasn't gonna go, and now we're already like, it's still beginning of August, man, but at this point it's like, look, I'm not gonna worry way too much right now, because obviously I know I've been a total clown, just doing what I did, and obviously I know I'm still fighting to get out of my dump, and doing the best I can to engage in therapy a whole lot better, despite dealing with two dilemmas, it's just been tough. It's just really been tough on me. That I'm still having to deal with all this, and many friend losses. The many. It's like look, dude. I can I don't want to force the issue at this point. So I've said a lot of what I needed to say in my video, in my past videos about I know I said I was gonna go solo, but it seems like it's not gonna happen at this point on. So look, I mean, like I said, our friendship ain't gonna end. I know it's not gonna end. I don't know how much time that he's gonna be he's gonna be willing to just get his space away from me. I just know that after the second group text incident, it's just a shocker. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Because I've known Robby for a long time. He's seen my worst, he's seen my best, and he's seen this even happen, like the worst of my worst. So I'm sure that it's not like it's gonna be it's not like he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm done with you, this and that. I know he said that after the first group text incident, and he even noted that I need to go get help. So I did get help. He seemed pretty happy about it, and now this happened, and now we're not even talking again. So I gotta do everything I can at this point. I gotta do more than just therapy and all other things that consider my mental health, right? I mean, just considering that we've done so much together. We even traveled a few times. I mean, there's really no reason for us to just officially depart. I mean, hell, it's yeah, dude. I'm just I'm doing my best to think positive here, and he's one of the OG of the nut ballers, right? And to this day, he knows if he's still a nut baller by heart. I'm pretty sure he still is, despite the fact that he removed all of his nut baller related videos, which is a shocker. But I mean, look, I know he's pretty much just moved on with his life and all that, and I'm happy for him that he's moving up and all that. Both him and Julio. But as far as our friendship is concerned, I mean, hey, I thought it ended right after the first group text incident. Now after the second one, I mean, I don't want to believe for it to be the same, right? I don't want to believe for it to be the same. Like, look, he's I mean, I don't want to come to that same conclusion to the point where he has to go back to my my ex close friend memorial wall. And speaking of that, dude, as I close out on this topic, yeah, man, I'm just praying that our friendship will still remain. It will still be good, and that I've known him for way back in junior high. I met him the year after I met a boss, and we were all in that small circle of me, a boss, Chris, and Robby, right? OG of the nut ballers, going to each other's houses and all that. So look, man, I know I got a lot of other things to worry about, so I'm just gonna let him be for now. And speaking of my ex close friend memorial wall, dude, it's I gotta get through that thing. And if I could, I would like to do it today as well. I really want to watch that Jurassic World Rebirth. So, but I don't know. So, all right, peace.